was there. And everybody that went into my mindset course immediately increased revenue. Started to run it once, and people exploded revenue. The foundation of you becoming a good entrepreneur is first of all fixing yourself. Fix yourself, and your business will follow.
Coaching.
Coaching, since I have been a coach since 5-6 years, but then I focused a little bit more on the marketing agency. At the start, I coached heartbroken men. But I realized quite fast that every heartbroken man needs it, but they don't really fucking understand that they need it. And the cases that I had, they were almost like really lost cases. I had a few that I could help, but yeah. And the thing for me was that it was really drowning me to work with these kind of people, because it just took my energy completely away. And then I was like, on the end of the evening, I was just really soaked out. And then I went more into my agency thing, basically into my marketing agency. I started it like, I don't know, 2022, I believe, like 2021, 4 years ago. And then I scaled it up. I worked with massive billion-dollar companies. I made multi six-figure revenue. And then at the end of last year, end of 24, I was like, I ran 3 different companies at this time. I had rock solid lead generation. I had rock solid domains, because there was a big problem with the domains and everything. Everything was fucked up. So I built my own domains, and I had rock solid reviews. That was like basically removing Google reviews. And I was like, on the end of the year, I was preparing my plans for the next year. I always have something that's called Life Book, where I always reflect on 13 areas of my life, what I want to achieve. And I was going into career, and I was basically doing the targets for this year, and I was like 20K here, 30K here, blah, blah, blah. But I just didn't feel it. And I was like, I don't know, man. I was almost having a burnout as well, because I was just not happy with what I was doing anymore, because like I had so much creativity, and I worked with these big corporations, and they all just cut it and said like, Johannes, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, blah, 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 blah. It just fucked me up. And I was like, you know what? What is it that I enjoy the most doing from everything? And it was really coaching these young guys. Okay, so about coaching these young guys, let me go a little bit further. So the story started like this: that I worked on cruise ships, right? I was working on cruise ships for 5 years, and I was the best personal trainer worldwide for 2.5 years. And I did like 2 world cruises all around the world. I have 778 countries. I was mega successful. Like whatever I touched turned to gold. Okay. And then I came here to Marbella, where I live, and I opened one of the first cryo spas at this time. And I had a French-Swiss investor that met me on the ship and said, Johannes, I give you the money. You're going to pay me back whenever you have it. He said, I need to have my own business, blah, blah, blah. And then when I had the place, I found the location, I sent the business plan, he ghosted me. And I was like, fuck me, what I'm going to do. And I was almost giving up. Like for 3 months, I was looking for investors, bank credit, blah, 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 but nobody gives you credit when you can crash in the country. You have no securities whatsoever. Then I was visiting my brother in Germany. I'm originally German. And I asked him, I told him about the story, and he said, you know what, Johannes, why don't ask an old friend of us, right? And he was living in Thailand at this time, and he said yes, but to a very high price, because he told me every day that I'm a loser and I cannot do nothing right. The funny thing is, you need to know, I grew up as the first son of a mayor, and I always had a lot of pressure on me, like 9 to 5, like should go in a 9 to 5 and stuff like this. I never wanted it. I was very high ADHD. And that's why also in my youth, I was really like marked like as a failure and a loser by my parents, by teachers, by society. So, but when I was on ships, I was encountering my natural success mindset, because nobody knew me. And I could invent myself completely new. And that's why I became so super successful, because I didn't have to take care about nothing, just about the thing that I was really good at, right? When I came on to Marbella, this guy, I call him the energy vampire, he systematically destroyed my success mindset, because he told me every day, you are a failure, you are a loser. We went to 80K in depth into the business, and I was just literally destroyed until I lost everything, completely everything. I lost my company that I had to give away for free, basically for 4 years of work. I even had to pay on top of it. I lost my girlfriend at this time. I lost my car, I lost my flat, and in the end, I was living in a friend's pool house in his garden. Okay, so I lost really everything. That was literally rock bottom. And I remember one day when I just said to myself, you know what? I cannot continue one day longer like this. I will do everything to get my success mindset back that I had on ships. And then when the decision was made, I was meditating every day for 1.5 hours. I did the 5 a.m. club by Robin Sharma like for 8 months. I was doing everything like Wim Hof breathing, everything under the sun to get the success mindset back. And everything helped me a little bit, don't take me wrong, but nothing helped me like the thing that I'm teaching today. And that's basically mind debugging. That's how I call it. It's basically you take every belief that has been ever installed into your brain and you turn it around. And you look if it helps you or hinders you to go to your goals. Because we have, from childhood, we get like, when we like, they have done a study by NASA, actually by NASA, where they studied, first of all, kids when they're like 4 or 5 years old, before they come to school, they're all on genius level. And then when they went like into school, they started, when they went into like, they were like 7, 8, they were already 20-30% of the genius level. All of them lost it. When they went further, when they went like almost, like they were like 14, 15, they only had like 50-60% of it. And when they like went through school and they finished school, they had maybe 3 to 5% of their genius level. Everything else was lost. So basically, systematically, we get destroyed through the system. All right, that's what happens. And so, like when we are born, we have what I call a natural success mindset. Okay, and then especially when you are not really fitting into society, like me, and I believe a lot of entrepreneurs don't really fit into society, right? They basically have this problem that they have like high ADHD, or they're very loud, they cannot really concentrate because they're not really fitting into a system. So you're very easy marked as a failure and a loser, and this is something that you keep in your mind. And then normally you don't care about it but when you step into entrepreneurialism, you need to get out there. You need to go out there and basically you need to get rejected. You need to show who you are, and just like, if you have self-limiting beliefs and mental blockers, it's very difficult. Create a personal brand when you don't want to show yourself, when you're afraid to show it. It's impossible, right? So now, when I realized this, I was like, okay, so like the only thing that I can control is my mind. So what I need to do is I need to get control back over my mind. And that's basically what I did. So I thought about every belief that I had in my mind, and I turned it around. I was like, okay, why do I have this belief? Who implanted this belief? Because the funny thing is, the beliefs are not even fucking yours. They get implanted one day by your parents, by teachers, or whatever. There's one moment in life that is telling you, that is creating your story. You know what I mean? Which is fucking crazy if you think about it. Like, for example, let's say I have people that are like 20 years later still suffer from things that happened to them when they're like 10, 11, 12 years old. All right. And that's why they cannot scale their business. Right. I can give you a crazy example. One of my clients came to me, he was like on 15K, always between 10 and 15K for 9 months, and he didn't know what the fuck why. So he came to me because what I offered in this time was one-on-one clarity calls. Like, and basically he came to me and said, like, Jonathan, I don't know what it is. And I talked to him and said, like, what's going on? And then I realized quite quickly that I asked him, like, how many people you have working for you? He's like, nobody. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? You're making like 15K. You have nobody, not even an inbox manager. He's like, no. I'm like, why? He's like, I don't know, because I don't think anybody can do it as good as me. I'm like, okay, that's first of all wrong, self-limiting belief. But I'm like, okay, so why do you think like this? I don't know. It's just like, I don't believe I can trust them. I'm like, what do you mean you cannot trust them? I don't know. I just, in general, I don't know. I think it's hard for me to trust people. I'm like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. What do you mean it's hard for you to trust people? Like always, also in other situations. Yeah, it's hard for me to trust people. I'm like, okay. Why do you think it's like, since when it's like this? Because you don't come in this world not trusting people. Kids, they trust everybody, right? That's what happens. So now, he said to me, basically, like, I asked him about, like, when was the first time that you believed that you stopped trusting people? And then he was thinking about it, and most of the time people remember it. And he's like, I don't know, I think I was like 7, 8 years old. And my father, also an entrepreneur, he always told me that he comes to my school plays and to my football games, and he promised it again and again, and he never came. And I'm like, whoa, all right. That's obviously a very fucking sad story. Well, thanks for sharing this. But do you understand now that basically 20 years later, okay, he was like 27, right? You're still stuck and you cannot hire people just because of a situation that happened to when you were like 7 years old. It's fucking crazy. All right. And then he's like, yeah, fuck, I understand that. It's like, how is your relationship today with your father? Yeah, good. Like, he supports me because he's also an entrepreneur and stuff like this. He likes that I'm an entrepreneur. I'm like, okay, so you're normally over this already. So do you think you can forgive your father for what he did to you at this time? Maybe you can have a conversation with him, go out with him for dinner or something like this, talk with him about it. He's like, yeah, I can do that. So, and then he did it, and his father was crying, and they both were crying, and like he could release that thing that he had to not trust people. And I said, okay, so your new belief is now I can trust people, and basically like this is just happened because of this. So my new belief is I will trust people, and I will give them my trust as soon as they show me otherwise. Okay. And then I told him to hire 3 people basically as an inbox manager and test what is the best one. Okay. And that's what he did. And then after he got an, I met him like 3 months later, and he said he scaled his company to 35K. Okay. Why? Because of one fucking stupid situation that happened to him 20 years ago where he had no fucking idea why. Okay. Yeah. And this is the work that I do. So what I did when I was getting my success mindset back, I had the idea to open my agency. So I opened my agency and I scaled it in 6 months to 35K. And I joined Agency Velocity, the mastermind where I was a part of. And I saw there was exactly the same people like me, young, driven entrepreneurs, all right? But same mental blockers, imposter syndrome, perfectionism, overthinking, all that bullshit, all right? And that's why I took them on, and I started to do mindset calls there. And everybody that went into my mindset calls immediately increased revenue. And then I started to do one-on-ones, and people exploded revenue. They had like they double, triple in record time, okay? And that's when I realized I'm onto something. And that's why I told you the whole story. Then in the end of the last year, I was like, okay, what can I do to bring back together again my biggest strength, like one-to-many? Because on the ship, I was the best personal trainer, and I didn't tell you, I was selling over $1 million from stage. I was in big theaters. I was doing seminars. I'm very good at one-to-many. Okay, and there basically like I said, what can I take this strength and put it together with my mindset coaching? And that's why I created my own course. And basically now I'm selling it over webinars. I have like since July I started, I have like 24 people right now in there. And next year I'm going to scale it up. But the main reason what I do, and this is what I want to point out, is I help entrepreneurs to delete mental blockers. And trust me, the main reason, I don't know if you know that, but only 5% of online entrepreneurs ever go to 25K MRR regularly. 95% stuck around under that. And you know why? Because not of strategies and skills. Yeah. Exactly. No strategies and skills. Everybody has the same strategies and skills. Everybody has AI now. Everybody has everything on YouTube. It's only here. Okay? And as long as you have these blockers, I always explain it like this. Like if you have these blockers, it's the same thing like basically putting good software on a computer with a virus. You can put the best software on a computer with a virus, it will not fucking work. But when you remove the virus, everything works like it's supposed to be. So that's why like the foundation of you becoming a good entrepreneur is first of all fixing yourself. Fix yourself and your business will follow. And that's what I do. And I have amazing case studies with people that are doing 3K monthly, then they do 18K in a week. I take people from 20K to 50K in like 90 days. I take people to 10s to 30K in 60 days all the time. So like it works. And it's logical that it works because you are the basic reflection of your business, right? Your business is a reflection of you. So if you fix yourself, your business will follow automatically. So that's basically what I do.
Like in your course, do you also teach like affirmations? Because the reason why people have these beliefs is obviously because of their experiences, right? Because your experiences
Yeah.
dictate your beliefs, and like the more emotion that's tied with that experience kind of weighs the scale more to one side than the other, right? So do you like teach affirmations in your course as well?
Affirmation, it's very sugarcoating. It's not really helping you. Because affirmation doesn't help you when the virus is there. You understand me? You can tell yourself 100 times, I'm good enough, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. As long as you don't really believe it, your subconscious doesn't believe it, it doesn't help you fuck all. What I mean with this is, let's say, for example, you put the affirmation is like, I'm going to go and make a 10K month or whatever. What kind of information? I'm an amazing entrepreneur. Whatever information you put on your head, right? And you say it to yourself. But your subconscious has a belief that has been installed 20 years ago and you don't even fucking know that it's there. The affirmations helps you nothing. Because that's the thing. The people come to me and they say, like, Johannes, it almost feels like I have an invisible blocker that's stopping me from going the way I want to go. Almost everybody tells me this. And I can tell you what the invisible blocker is. The invisible blocker are situations when they were like kids or like in school or whatever. This was like, they're like parents, teachers, society installed some bullshit into them and they start to believe that it's them. Like, for example, people say, I'm bad at sales. You're not bad at sales. You just maybe someday told you you're not good at sales. And that's why you believe it. It's bullshit. You're not bad at anything. You can learn everything what the fuck you want to. Our brain can reconstruct everything what we want to. Like, it's bullshit. If you read, for example, Bounce by Matthew Said, all right, where he tells like there is no mega talent, all right? It's all like just repetition of learning. That's what it is. Bring in the reps and you can make everything happen. Like, it's the same thing when you're running an agency, bro. Like, I always see it. Like I say, it's not rocket science. Everybody's coming with this AI stuff and this stuff. It's not rocket science. Send out 1,000 emails a day for yourself. Post every day on LinkedIn. Send out 20 cold DMs. Okay. Open your YouTube channel. And if you're not on in 6 months, okay, on 10K, I don't know. I coach you for free. Because it's not happening. It's impossible. But people are not putting in the fucking effort. People not putting in the work. And and I tell you why, because they sit in the back end, great systems, program stuff, blah, 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 and not going out there because they're afraid of rejection. But they will not admit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They will not
yeah.
admit it.
Yeah, it's
And that's
definitely
what I
because of
see
their
everywhere.
beliefs. Yeah.
That's exactly. They have limiting beliefs. They're like, they have this belief like, who am I to basically teach the world something? That's what they believe, for example. Who am I? What kind of success do I have? You're nothing. Then teach your fucking story. It doesn't matter, right? But like the point is this: you need to get out there and show who the fuck you are, because that's why my YouTube channel went to 7K in 6 months, because I'm just me. I'm authentically me. I'm having no AI scripts. I'm having no bullshit. I'm just saying what I think, what I believe. And I'm obviously helping people massively breaking these bullshit limiting beliefs that got installed. Because like, if you go, for example, if you go for therapy, for example, like this, for me, it's bullshit, right? Because like they tell you, okay, this and this happened to you, and this is your coping mechanism. Bullshit. You just because it happened to you doesn't mean that you have to 20 years later still suffer from it. What the fuck? It makes no sense to me. Think about it logically. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my point. So like I believe in general, like you can always change. You always can change. It's only a fucking one decision. It's one decision that you make and you can change. Always. It's just people are not like, look, there's, for example, my most important value is being impeccable with my word. Okay. Like, for example, one tactic that I use, I can show you here, is something that I teach that is super fucking easy. Right? This is like this. I call it, I don't know if you can see it. I call it the 5 tasks. Okay. So it's basically 5 tasks, okay, that I do every day. And it's very fucking simple. So basically every evening before you stop working, you ask yourself the question, what are 5 goal-related tasks that I can do tomorrow that bring me in the direction of my goal? Okay. That's all you do. Nothing more. Not like fucking having 1,000 things of things and tasks and calendars and bullshit. Nobody needs that. Keep it fucking simple. All right? Do 5 tasks every day. I started, by the way, it's not coming from me. I learned this from Andy Fessler when I did 75 Hard. Okay? He has this in phase 1. And basically, what it is, it's just you do 5 tasks every day. Okay? And like you make a promise to yourself that you fulfill them. And if it's 1:30 at night, you're not done, you fucking do it. This does 2 things for you. Number 1, it will help you to go every day in direction of your goal. If it's summer, I live in Marbella, and I'm done at 1 p.m. with my tasks, I go to the beach. I don't give a fuck, right? I don't have to hustle all the time, because I know I have one thing that other people don't have, consistency. Because most of the people don't have fucking consistency. They start doing something, they're a little bit motivated, and then the thing doesn't directly work like it wants. They want to, and they all give up or jump on another shiny object syndrome. It's always the same bullshit. Stay consistent in one thing. Do it 6 months, and you're going to be successful. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Do for 6 months the things that are like, everybody's teaching, like you need this, you need that. You need nothing. You just need to do the things that you need to do to push you forward. If you, like I said, if you send 1,000 emails every day for yourself, get an infrastructure for that. Okay, if you have an agency, you're sending 20 cold DMs a day where you basically looking for your ICP. You post every day. Okay, you open maybe your YouTube channel. You will make money, yes or yes. There's no way that you're not making money.
Yeah.
But people start something They do something a little bit like for a month, maybe, and maybe if they're very lucky for 2 months, but then they give up. You can see it on LinkedIn, bro. Like how many people are posting? Almost nobody. There's like, I think there's like 5% of people are posting on LinkedIn. The others are fucking sleeping. They don't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? So that's the point. And this is what I mean with it. And I think like this is a general thing. Like if people want to be successful, I think they don't want it enough. They just don't want it enough. They tell you that they want it, but they don't want it enough. They're like majority of people, they don't even know what they want. Let's be real. If you ask them, okay, what's your goal? I don't know. Then you come with stupid 10K. The 10K is nothing anyways. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the next thing is this. Don't set yourself a 10K goal because you cannot influence it 100%. Set yourself only goals that you can 100% influence. That's like the most important thing. Like I said, that's why keep it simple. 1,000 emails a day for yourself. 20 cold DMs, post every day. Alone these 3 things, do these 3 things for 3 months or for 6 months. Let's do this. That's it. You don't do more. I don't give a fuck. You don't need to do more. And then every week you reflect on what you have done and basically reflect on it and make it better and improve it. That's all you do. Like, for example, when you send out cold email, boom, you send for 1 week, 1,000 every day. So that's basically like what? That's 5,000 that you've sent. You check, okay, you reelect, you email the copy, you do the targeting, blah, blah, blah. So that's how you do it, right?
Yeah.
It's not difficult. So you do this every week and then you get better every week. That's what you do. And the same with the DMs, the same with the thing. I'm like for example, look, when I open my YouTube channel, okay, I have one guy that is here in Marbella, in the Marbella Run Club. Shout out to Rob. And he has like, I think 800,000 subs on YouTube or something like that. Okay. But I said to him, look, Rob, if you could give me one advice, because I want to start my YouTube channel, what would it be? I was expecting whatever. And he said, make 100 videos. That's it. He said, make 100 videos. It puts you in the top 5% of YouTube.
Yeah.
And I believe it's true because look at it. Look at people. Majority is like anyway only consuming 98%. We're pretty sure. Then there's obviously producers, but who has over 100 videos? That's not a lot because people don't have consistency. That's the point. This is exactly everything. Like if you are, how old are you?
14.
14. If you take everything that I tell you now and you make it work, in 6 months you're gonna make money. And you don't need to listen to any other bullshit. Nothing. It's all for just smoke. It's all just smoke. Only thing that you need to do is, I mean, the cool thing is like you're 14, you're starting your YouTube channel, fucking applaud you for that. That's amazing. Because you're going out there, you don't care what people think about you. You say like, fuck it, I'm me. I'm going out there, I'm starting my business. It's fucking amazing. I love it, man. This is great. Really, chapeau for that. You know what I mean? Don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to the naysayer. Just listen to yourself. Because that's the next big problem that humanity is having. They care so much what people think about them. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. Don't give a fuck, literally. Really don't care. I have enough friends that love me the way I am. I have a family that love me the way I am. If you don't like me, I don't need more friends. You know, I don't need them. I will always find new people because I just attract people with the energy that I have, but I don't need anybody. You know what I mean? And if people don't like my content, they don't like it. Great, no problem. I don't really care. And this is the point. But why can I be like this? Because I have done the work. I have done all this work. I have taken all my belief system. I have questioned every fucking belief that has been installed in my brain. And I investigated it and I turned it around. And today I have only beliefs that help me to go to my goal. And everything else is fucking gone.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so my next question is like with your like coaching business, like what is like the number one thing you want with it, like that you want to achieve with it? Like is
I
it
want to
like a
create a
certain
movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to create a movement. Like honestly, I want to create a movement because I believe every entrepreneur in the world needs my program. It's not even a question. This is like I have spent over 120K in my own. It's not a lot, like I'm not millionaire, right? But like I have spent over 120K in my own growth, right? In coaches, courses, trainings, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I have never found anything that was so specific a structure for an entrepreneur to basically to basically becoming an amazing entrepreneur. There is nothing out there that comes even close to what I do. All right. Why? Because I'm going to if you think about an iceberg, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but like basically only 5% is conscious, 95% is
Yeah, the rest
subconscious.
is
We're running,
underwater. Yeah.
exactly, you have seen it, right? So basically
Hmm.
95% we're running on a program. Okay. And all the courses that are normally out there, they work on the 5%. Everything works on the strategies, on the skills. That's what it works. This is all what it
Hmm.
works. But my Limitless Wired works on a 95%. It's all about identity. It's all about beliefs. It's all about like emotions. It's all about thoughts. It's all about these kind of things that
Hmm.
basically forming the programming. And
Yeah.
that's why my program is so much more like Sam Owens said the other day, where I was quite shocked, man. Like he said, like the average success rate of a course, of an online course, is 10%. And I was shocked because I believe I have 75, 80% with success rate, if
Hmm.
not 85%. Like, people go through this and they got this out of it, what they were expecting and more.
Mm.
Because at the end, and I always say this, bro, like this work that I do is the most important work that you can do in your life.
Yeah.
Nothing is more important than doing this work. Because when you learn, like, control your mind, you control your life. What I teach people is mind control.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Um, is there like anything that's frustrating you about being a coach? Like anything you struggle with? Like, do you like not like taking sales calls or anything like that?
I love taking sales calls. No problem whatsoever. I normally close 85, 90%. If they have money, they invest because it's logical. It's the foundation of everything. Like
Mm.
people spend so much money. Like it's such a good point, right? Because like people spend 95% of their money into strategies and skills. All
Yeah.
right. And maybe 5%, maybe they buy a book about mindset or something like this. Maybe 5% they invest into their mindset, if even. Okay.
Mm.
And then we wonder why 95% are stuck. It's logical. It's logical to me. So
Mm.
that means like when people are coming into my master class, they fucking understand it. And then they buy because they have to. Because like the point is that like David Goggins said a beautiful thing. He said, like, you're not responsible for your upbringing. Nobody's responsible for their upbringing, but you're damn responsible to fix that shit. Right. And so basically that means as long as you're unconscious about it, as long as you don't know it, it's not your fault because, bro, society never told you this. I tell you this, but society never told you this, right? They don't want you to know that because, I mean, Rockefeller, that created the school system, all right, he famously said, I don't want thinkers, I want workers. So you're built up into a system where you're a fucking worker. That's it. You're built on a 9 to 5. That's just our fucking, that's how we grow up, right? That's what
Mm.
they basically teach us every day. And the point is this, like Andrew Tate said the other day, you can think about him what you want, but he said, like, if you have a paper, like he said, if you have a paper, if you have any kind of certificate or paper from school, it shows me that you're stupid, which is crazy. All right, but he's right because like if you are fucking going into the system, why are you doing it?
Mm.
Why are you doing it? Like for what? Like if you have a passion, you want to become a doctor or like I don't know, like an architect or something like this, and this is your passion. Okay, go for it, all right? And if you need to school for it, fine. But you can learn anything online in today. On doctor, maybe not. If you want to become a doctor and it's your passion, go for it
Yeah.
because we need. Don't take me wrong, right? So if there's some really thing that you're passionate about, cool. But like this is a different story. And most of the time, as a doctor, you also work self-employed, right? And you can make a lot of money
Mm.
with that, so that's fine. But majority of people work for other people and just work for their dreams. That's what they do, right? I could never work for other people. I would literally don't know what I want to do. I would go, I don't know. It would just never happen. It's impossible for me because I cannot work for other people because I always think like I would do it like this. I would do it like that. I'm just getting crazy because it works. Everybody works so slow. I could never work for other people. It's impossible for me.
Yeah, I think Sam Ovens also said it. He said like it doesn't matter what is true, only what you believe is true because with work it will become true. He
Yeah,
he also said something
exactly.
to that. Anyway,
Yeah.
my next question basically is, what is stopping you from achieving like your goal of just like creating a movement? Like, what do you think is stopping you from achieving that?
Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing is stopping me, bro. Like I'm on the way to fucking do that. Like, this is not even a question. I already can see it in my mind, so I will hold it in my hands. That's for sure. I have started in July. I have now 24 people running through it. Like, basically, there was the test phase, and now I'm going to scale next year. I'm in the motion in the moment. I'm preparing ads. I'm preparing a team. Blah blah blah. 2026, I'm scaling to the moon. I want to go 10x. That's my goal, right? That's why, like, I don't have to read this book. 10x easier than 2x. It's an amazing book for everybody that listen to that. All right, but this is my goal, and I'm going to make it happen. It's not, like I said, I have made a decision. Nothing is going to stop me. I don't know if you've read Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Guys, everybody knows Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill, because that's his most famous one. But Outwitting the Devil, I believe, is even better. And Outwitting the Devil is basically, he has a conversation with the devil, okay? And he is outwitting the devil. And the point is this, that the devil says 98% of people are in my control. 98% are drifters. And I believe he's right. What do I mean with that? Drifters. That means exactly what I said before. You start something, and then you're not good enough or whatever, and then you're drifting.
Yeah.
You just, like, you drifting through life. Like, you go a little bit this and you go a little bit that. Like 9 to 5, you're anyway a drifter, because you don't even know what you want. You don't have goals. So, like, you're a drifter from the start, right? So the majority are drifters, okay?
Yeah.
And he said only 2% I cannot control them. And why do you think he cannot control the 2%? What do they have?
They just have like a stronger mindset. They're not drifters.
A definite purpose. They have a definite purpose that they live for. They live for something. They live for their vision.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Like me, I live for this vision. That's what I do every day. I'm not living for myself anymore. I'm living for that mission. And this pulls me forward. And this pulls me through all the shit. It pulls me through challenges. It pulls me through stepping stones. Because I have a clarity with 100% vision what I want. And that's what majority of people are not having. And that's why when the challenges are coming, right? Let's say they're starting to build an agency. Like, I have so many, bro. They're starting to build an agency, but they don't really like the agency. They make it for the money. They do it for the status. But if do they see themselves in 5 years of agency owners? No, probably not. And that's why also they don't have the definite purpose. And that's why when challenges are coming, or when stepping stones are coming, they're like, oh, maybe I should do drop shipping instead, or whatever. You know what I mean? They do other things because they don't have 100% clarity what I want. They don't have a definite purpose. And when you have a definite purpose, you'll become unstoppable. And that's what, for example, also my Limitless Rewired does, my course. It doesn't just help you to make more money. However, everybody always comes in, they want to make more money, because it's the main reason why people buy, because people don't really understand stuff, right? But, like, the main reason why I created it, because I want to help people to find a definite purpose and basically share their gifts that they have inside them with the world and live a fucking happy life. Because we don't need more people that make more money. We need more people that live their purpose and share their gifts with the world and make much more money on top of it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, when you were starting out as a coach, was there like anything particularly you struggled with? Like, nothing? Or is there anything?
What that I'm struggling with?
Yeah, like maybe like coming up with ideas for your YouTube videos, like anything like that. Or like marketing.
No, it's like, this is the part of what I'm struggling with, honestly, is nothing. Like, yeah, sometimes I struggle with the point that people don't really understand the message. They're like so brainwashed by society that they think they need more strategies and skills. Like, for example, an agency owner, like, I don't know, I believe it's my offer. Fuck no, it's not your offer, it's your mind. Right?
Yeah.
You can 10 times change your offer as long as you have in your mindset that you're, like, for example, I'll give you another crazy example, right? There's a lot of people that are always between 10 and 15K, for example. There's some border there, right?
Yeah.
And they don't really know why. They don't really know why. But very often, because they grow up in poor circumstances. So their parents, for example, always when they talk about money, they had fights, they had drama and stuff like this. Okay? So now when they become older and they have more money, what do they relate to more money? More drama, more fight, more stress. Right? So that's the thing. So that's what it's like. They come on 15K, they come to a place, they're like already overwhelmed by everything what they do. They switch off their outreach because they're like, I first of all need to perform for this client, then they lose a client, and then it always goes up and down. It's always the same thing. Why? Because their identity is not ready for the next step. They're not ready for the next step. They're still having this 10K identity. And as long as they don't upgrade their identity, they're never going to make more money. Because
Yeah.
they will always, when they make more money, they will lose it again. Because the
Hmm.
subconscious will sabotage it.
Yeah, yeah, that
And
makes a lot of sense.
that's sometimes something that frustrates me, because I'm like, sometimes people that need it the most, they don't fucking get it, because they're so brainwashed. They have so much imposter syndrome in themselves. They're like, maybe they don't believe it.
Hmm.
Like, I don't believe it will work for me. That frustrates me, because these are the people that needs it the most. Sometimes they're so brainwashed that they don't understand it.
You know how you said like your goal was like to create a movement? Like, why do you want to create a movement exactly?
Why? Because that's exactly what I believe. Because I want to wake people up. They're like living in a matrix. Like
Hmm.
they're just like so brainwashed that there's the I don't even know what to say. Like, and the point is this: they don't know it. Most of the people don't fucking know. They just, like I said, I want to help especially entrepreneurs. Why? Because I'm an entrepreneur myself. I don't care about the 9 to 5ers. They should do what they want. I don't care. You know what I mean? But I want to
Hmm.
help entrepreneurs, because the thing is, like, I have been the same. I am an entrepreneur spirit, and I was so blocked by my own mind, all right, that I realized I cannot do fucking anything anymore in my life as long as I'm not getting back my control back over my
Hmm.
mind. And that's why and I fucking get the control back over my mind, I scared my business. All right.
Yeah.
And I know today, because I now have done it with 24 other people. Okay. I know exactly how to restructure your brain. I know exactly, like, and Limitless Rewired is exactly giving you a structure one by one to restructure your brain completely. And then in the end of it, it's basically understanding what I want to do now with this brain. And then I help you to understand what you really want, get 100% clarity, and get a 90 days action plan to fucking get there. And
Hmm.
that's why something like this doesn't exist.
Is there anything else besides like building a movement that you have as a goal? Like any revenue numbers, anything like that?
100K, 100K months.
Nice.
That's what I'm going to do. That's definitely will happen. That will happen soon.
What do you think is like holding you back from getting 100K? Like getting more leads in? Like what do you think is holding you back?
No, nothing, because like I said, I just started out, right? I just started out in July. So like I'm doing it now, what, 6 months? So like I'm scaling now. That's
Hmm.
it. Nothing holds me, absolutely nothing holds me back.
Are
There's
you
nothing that holds
starting?
me back. It was just basically like I had to test the program with now 3, 4 groups, now double prices, and now I'm scaling.
Hmm. Are you planning on running paid ads? Or are you
Yeah.
already running them?
Now we start running in January.
Oh, okay. How's that been? Like, have you been crushing on paid ads?
No, I'm starting. I didn't do them before, so I start right now.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
That's why
Um,
until now I did only organically. But honestly, it's also the smartest way to do things. You shouldn't directly start with, like, you should always first of all test it
mm,
organically, right? So I tested it organically now, for like 6 months. I had like 4 groups running through it now, and now I'm ready to go to the market.
yeah, yeah, okay, cool. Um, so, uh, do you also plan like on having a sales team when you get to 100K a month as well? Like having closers
Yeah,
and
of
like
course.
sales reps?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
100%.
Do you think like hiring is going to be an issue for you, like finding actual good sales reps that do what they
No,
say?
not at all. No, not at all. Because I have
Mm,
such an amazing network. Like I have an amazing network of people. Like Alone for Agency Velocity, where I coached before. That's like all killers. I know so many amazing people. I know. Like I have also like in Marbella as well, where I live, bro. Like I can find everybody immediately like this. It's not a problem.
mm, cool, cool. So I think that's pretty much it for this call. I already ran through all my questions, so I just want to thank you for being on this call with me, and that's pretty much it for this call.
All right, brother. That was a pleasure. Just one thing. Why are you using Google Meet for these calls? Because you have this. It doesn't look nice, right? With this note taker in the middle and stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna switch to Zoom, but when I was setting up my Calendly, it was like already like set up with Google Meet, so yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
I
why.
would put it into Zoom for 100%, because it just looks better when you put it on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely gonna switch it to Zoom right after this call.
All right, cool. And when you're done with it, let me. You put it on your YouTube or what?
Yeah, yeah, I will. Yeah.
Can you send it to me as well? Maybe I'm gonna put it on my YouTube as well. Maybe you're gonna get maybe some people that come to yours, because I think it was cool. Like I have always, like, normally an agency podcast, and then I will put one time some that's I got interviewed. I think that's cool. So if you send it to
Yeah.
me, I'll put it in on my YouTube as well.
Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you as soon as I publish this video. It'll probably be like tomorrow, like over the weekend. So yeah,
Okay,
I'll send that to
sounds
you.
good, bro.
That sounds
Okay,
good. I'll see you later.
take
Thank you.
care. Bye.
Bye.